Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah. All these dumb songs go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep me blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fell in love with the fettuccine, they both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall, everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off, rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these dumb songs go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
Looking like they in the same clothes, new skin, script, the BBLs in your waist, though. Yeah, like them, we don't waste, though. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. Caught me creeping, she went and keyed the whip. Let her keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, Chiva, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need to change location. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the VIP. I don't ever say I'm leaving, I just dip. If you feel away, get up on my yeah. What am I gonna do with 7 bedrooms? Used to trip and make a flip before the rent's due. I don't network. What's my net worth?
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my Panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like worth for 10K or cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Richardson going right to the air. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. The Colts had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Trap 60, trap 60, trap 60. 60 Wildcat, 60 Wildcat.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Second down, here's Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, here's Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now it's Fields. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's second down and 7. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. Touchdown! Darnell Washington. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 10.
Warrior 70.
Now Richardson. And this is incomplete.
On 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got him in, complete. They'll have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 83 yards. And the Colts are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still like extra point by Allen up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And he returns this to the 22. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Right back to him on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Again, that's Watkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to say, as you said.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pierce the intended target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hardman to return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's Hull. takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Hardman on the return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, Fields. Complete to Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
They'll run on 1st down. Hawkins knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Butte. There he goes, right side. And he's going to wind up bringing this one in. Five-yard line.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
breaks a tackle, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll hand off to Hull. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A run here with Hull.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, Winston. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. They go play action. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Winston.
This pass reeled in by Hull.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Now Hull.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a pickup of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And they'll run with Hull.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Winston. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And in for the First touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And just shedding him off there. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Field's going to change things up here. On third down, Hawkins. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. Home. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's what we do. Let's go, babe. Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving and stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, man, she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get don't send him the car, he finna get blessed on. I get the paper, I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin, not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach, I'm about my cheese and move around with two phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking, then we get it started. Pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pen in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, they no getting up. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit. I draw that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they my young city, yo. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed, now anything under 18, just like met this from the club. She like 5'3", I think it ain't Lydia. You know we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium, chillin', they gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. Know I'm on a paper chase, my little whip on cruise control.
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses lately, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. No it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who's gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state